Williams, and I show professionals just like you how to start, grow, and maintain your very own niche recruitment and staffing agency business. And I hope you guys are having an absolutely amazing night, because I'm still amped up again from my live Q&A call that just went down. As you can see, every week it's like my voice is like after that call, because it gets so exciting. So I want to put the six-figure staffing startup group here on this call so that they can chime in with us. Every Wednesday, you and I come together and I really answer questions about starting, growing, maintaining your very own niche recruitment and staffing agency business. And tonight is no different. So I just want to really quickly, while I'm getting everyone in here live, I would like for everyone that is on the call, if you can shout out your business name and where you are located, that would be great. Hi guys, and start putting your questions in the box so that I can start answering your questions for you. Now, so I hope everyone's doing amazing tonight. I'm going to actually, every week I'm always kind of either running a little bit later over from the last Q&A call. So let me put this on mute over here, but I want to be able to see who's in. Hey, it's good to see you here. Hey, Michael, it's nice to see you here. I'm so amped up about my 30-day challenge with my staffingpreneurs, because they are really showing out. When I tell you they're showing out, they are showing out. We have people from all types of niches that are starting, growing, and maintaining their own niche recruitment and staffing agency. I'm talking about the physician's assistant, the RN niche. We've got the oil and gas niche. We've got the clinical research niche. We've got the IT Java developer niche, IT project management niche. We've got the teacher niche. We've got so many niches, and it's amazing because we still don't have enough. I mean, someone posted today in our private inner circle that they had job orders, like 5 to 6 different job orders in different areas, and they were looking for people within those specific niches with pipelines ready to fill those positions. And I don't know, weird came. I don't know what that is. And I don't know if any of the staffingpreneurs are there. That happened a couple of weeks ago as well in the sales niche. So we see a lot of people kind of coming in and doing the same exact niches. And there are other areas out here that need support. And so I'm going to just show you really quickly for those of you who can see my screen. And let me share my screen here. Hold on one second. Let me see, share my screen, D. Okay, there we go. Okay, great. All right, so I think you can see my screen here. This is like an inside view of the private inner circle group. And as you can see, we still have 227 people. This group is very popular. People literally want to get involved with Staffingpreneurs Academy. This particular group, the Staffingpreneurs Academy group, is private. It's for members only. It's $29.99 a month for you to join, or you know, right now until the end of the month, if you're a part of Staffingpreneurs Academy, then you get full training. But if you just want to be a part of the Q&A calls and the members only group, then this is kind of where it's at. So someone posted, here we go, right here. There are jobs that need to be filled. IT systems administrator, we need people in that niche. Machine shop managers, we need people in that niche that represent that niche. Repair station managers, sales professional, maintenance technicians. So I just want to show you where people are, they're trying to, these positions filled, and we are lacking staffingpreneurs who are covering that, these specific niches, right? So if you are thinking about starting growing your very own niche recruitment and staffing agency business, now is the time. Guys, you know that, and I'm keeping my screen on here because I want to show you that the report just came out. So jobs, millions, jobs, I think it was like 5.4. Let's go into the news. And just 2 days ago, because you got to understand that, you know, that the baby boomers are retiring, which is leaving us the opportunity to, it was like 5.4 million jobs. This just came out like 8 hours ago. Workers call for hire, change federal policies. We had the economic report just came out this week, and literally there are like 5.4 million job openings. I think that was the number. Look at this. I mean, jobs are all in the news. Even look in the UK, creating jobs. Cisco's cutting jobs. Woo, all those people will be available, will be on the market. Hold on one second, guys. I want to show you this. It was, where is it at? Literally, this just came out like last week, where they were talking about like it's a rack of jobs in the United States open, and we don't have enough staffingpreneurs to fill these positions, to find these people, to fill these jobs. And this came out from the unemployment when they did the, from the Department of oh, look at this. This looks good. The 10 companies filling the most six-figure jobs right now. And that came from Forbes. That'll be interesting to look at. Oh my. Woo! There are a lot of job opportunities out here. This is one of those lucrative niches that you can possibly get into right now. And, you know, I don't know, don't let anybody tell you anything different. And I can't find it. There it is. You have 5.7 million job openings, which is near a record high. That's what I wanted to show you guys. And I call like 5.7 million job openings. This came out May 9th. America has 5. And so I'm trying to tell you, the lowest unemployment rate in 10 years. If you are thinking about starting and growing your very own niche recruitment and staffing agency business, now is the time. We have a record number of job openings right now. Do you see that? I just want to make sure y'all see that. I need to make sure everyone sees this, okay? Because this is where we are right now. So if you're looking to start a business, you're thinking about starting a business, the recruitment and staffing industry is definitely the way to go. Okay, I have questions coming in. This is really your call. I'm only here for 15 minutes, so if you have questions, please put them in the box. Michael asks, do I need an official website to land my first deal? Michael, I would never say not to have one. It's 2017. People are scamming like crazy. An official website says that you're real. A lot of these jobs, they are literally paying $12, to $20 to $30 to $40,000. Would you write a check to someone for that amount of money who doesn't have a website? That's the question that I want you to ask yourself. Would you personally, as a business owner, write a check for $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 to a company that does not have a website? That should answer your question right here. Get a website. It's imperative. It shows that you're real. Of course not. I already know you wouldn't. Okay. I have another question. Can I run my business online? Yes and no. That solely depends on your niche. If you're in the healthcare space, no. If you're in the manufacturing space, probably not. Right? So it just depends on the niche that you're diving into that'll determine whether or not you can solely run it from home. Okay. And then what services you're offering will also determine that as well. So what's your niche? Let me ask you that question. What's your niche? Tell me what your niche is, and then I can say yay or nay. Okay. Keep your questions coming. This is your time. We're only here for 15 minutes. minutes. I only have 15 minutes with you guys, but you know, I'm definitely willing to share as much as I can so that you can grow your niche recruitment and staffing agency business. And while I'm waiting for Miss Harris to respond to that, I just want to mention, if you want to get involved with Staffingpreneurs Academy, you know, now is the time to do so. This is a business where you want to not just understand how the business works, but you also want to understand the psychology behind the things that you're doing. If you're running your niche recruitment and staffing agency business like the big guys and you're a one-man firm, you're going to fail 9 times out of 10. Okay, because it's a different dynamic. It's a different dynamic. So if you don't understand truly, if you're not a recruiter and have never done recruitment before, you want to invest in yourself and in your business and get training so you can understand how to run your niche recruitment and staffing agency business as a 1-man or 2-man or 3-man or 1-man firm. And then also to be able to understand the psychology behind why you're calling candidates, how you're calling candidates, why you're calling clients, how you're calling clients, how to negotiate the offer, how to present the contracts, how to find hard to fill positions. There's a psychology behind this business. It's not a business that you just pick up the phone and say, hey, I want to fill your positions. And then, and you have the expectation that you'll end up being $1 million business. There's psychology around starting a niche recruitment and staffing agency business. And of course it would be, again, because companies are paying you tons and tons of dollars to do it's my dog, to do a lot of work. It's not easy running this business. It's easy running the business. It's not easy always matching, right? Matching the talent. And so that's exactly what we want to do. So, customer service. Yes, you can definitely do customer service from home. I would definitely implement something where you're meeting the people in person, if they're local. If they're not local, then definitely meet with them like on FaceTime or something like that. But you definitely want to get into a space where you can see those individuals and you know, to be able to screen them properly. That's going to be imperative for your business. Imperative for your business. Hello. I hope that was helpful. Any additional questions? I'm here for you. I am here to support you during this time. What's your niche, Michael? What's your niche? How are you rocking it out in your business? Hey, AJ, it's so good to see you. Okay, so like what niche, when you say exploring different niche possibilities, what type of niche are you looking at? I mean, there are a number of things. The one thing I would say, the areas that I would encourage people not to get into unless you actually hold this position. So let's talk about that. We don't need another RN staffing agency. Unless you're an RN and you already have a network of other RNs, we don't need another RN staffing agency. We don't need another physician's assistant staffing agency. I personally think we don't need another customer service staffing agency. That's not where a true need is. And with customer service, you have to do a lot of volume in order for you to make your money. I would encourage you to get into it. If you're going to do administrative focus, I would get into maybe like executive assistants or administrative assistants, because in that area, there's a shortage. I would look at niches where there's a shortage, right? If you I told you earlier, the guy doing like clinical research, I would look at positions that are not commonly known, because then it's a greater demand for those positions, especially if there's a shortage. Anything in the STEM industry, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, there's a dire need. Nobody ever talks about in healthcare the billing coders. We're the niche staffing agencies that focus on billing coders. There are more positions in healthcare than just physicians and and RNs and physicians assistants. There are therapists, there are oncologists, there are heart surgeons. There are, you have your administrative staff. I mean, like, it's just so much in healthcare. And then you also have healthcare IT. which is totally different. That's a totally different ballgame. I don't hear people talking about executive positions, CHROs, CMOs. The marketing space is huge right now. Everybody needs a content developer, content writer that assists with SEO. Everybody is looking for somebody in data analytics, data scientists, right? So you want to start thinking about nurse aides. You want to start thinking about some positions that are a little bit different than what everybody else is doing, unless you are physically in that role right now. If you're physically in that role right now, then that's totally different. Then that means you should have a network. You should know who's in that industry, and then that niche will work for you a lot better. Ooh, makeup artist staffing. I like that. That's different. I like that a lot. Project managers, operations, advertising, or one really good. I would say plant managers, operations is good. Anything in marketing is good right now. HR is okay. The one thing I will tell you is HR people are typically to go, they don't typically stay in jobs. It's like I've watched the industry over time, and I don't feel like the HR niche is like a very stable niche. It's great when the economy is great. When the guys, it's kind of like administrative assistants and customer service reps, they like outsource it or they downsize. So you want to get into a niche that's going to forever be fruitful. Or unless you're going to have another, by that time, you'll have another niche that you'll be ready to support at that time. Yeah, do something. Now, if customer service reps, you could do something like bilingual customer service reps, right? Something that is very niche and more specialized. So like bilingual customer service reps, customer service reps can only focus on the financial services industry, or, kind of create a brand around it, something exciting about it. But keep brainstorming, because there's so many opportunities. And if you're ever wondering like, oh, what can I do? First of all, I'll put in the video below, but I did a video on how to choose a niche. It's like a 29-minute video, but it's very simple. And it shows you how to do it. I need to get some chat here. Sorry. It shows you how to create and how to figure out what niche. It shouldn't be, don't hurt yourself trying to figure it out. Christopher, a lot of different things you can do. So like, for example, I'm going to bring my screen on here really quickly. If I can get my mouse. Where's my mouse? Okay, right here. Okay, perfect. So like you could do something like talent shortage, right? And they'll tell you all the niches where there's a talent shortage and where companies need employees. So cybersecurity, this was on May 4th, has a serious talent shortage. This comes from the Harvard Business Review, so we tend to think that's a very viable source. In Singapore, if anybody here in Singapore, they have a technology talent shortage, or you can be here in the United States and you can place people over in Singapore if you like. IT, everybody, so logistics is facing a talent shortage. It looks like in Georgia, specifically in Atlanta. So logistics, I hear the trucking industry has a very bad talent shortage. The state of accounting, recruitment, and talent shortage. So maybe accounting looks like it may be having some type of talent shortage. Talent shortage, shipbuilding capabilities. And when you start talking about logistics and shipbuilding, your workman's comp is going to be sky high. However, there's a shortage if you can find the people. You've got business, okay? Digital marketing, that space has a talent shortage. I really wish I could get some staffingpreneurs in the digital marketing space, because that is huge. Right now, marketing is so freaking hot, like insane. I'm teaching marketing classes. That's how hot it is. I'm teaching people marketing, okay? Because there's such a shortage. Still another one here, IT talent shortage. So you can literally go in and like type in talent shortage, security technicians, game development, and see what, where the shortage is, and kind of stick your fingers in one of those places. Now, you don't necessarily have to know that niche, or be in that industry in order to dominate that niche. You just have to be in that. You have to be able to be a fast learner, right? And you don't have to know the niche like the back of your hand. But if you want to get into a niche that you're passionate about, something you're interested in, like I'm a techie, I'm a geek, I love technology. So niching would clearly in the tech space will probably be a viable option for me, because I like development. I'm also into reading medical journals. I like reading medical journals. So things that you're passionate about and that you don't mind talking to people about it, then those would be good areas. Look at this. Clinical cognitive science is healthcare's new tipping point. So they're talking about an additional talent shortage here, okay, in the clinical science space. All right. So, and then you got to understand that, that with this whole immigration conversation that's taking place right now with Donald Trump, a lot of the jobs that foreigners are coming in and doing, some of them are having a hard time getting citizenship here. So that even increases not just the talent shortage, but the skills gap, right? Because there's also a skills gap. And the healthcare industry has a talent shortage and a skills gap, because people aren't necessarily going to school these days to become a doctor or a nurse. So, and the baby boomers are literally retiring, right? And starting staffing agencies, I would imagine. So I just want to kind of open your mind to, thinking of a niche that would be beneficial for you, based on where you are, what you're interested in, what you're passionate about, and what you don't mind diving into. Understand that a niche is, when we're talking about starting, growing, and maintaining your very own niche recruitment and staffing agency business, because a question came up, should I start with one niche? If you're a one-man firm, a two-man firm, or a three-man firm, I would even think about having more than one niche. And I would really solely focus on one, maybe two, maybe three positions. Because if you are, one person trying to support 50 different positions, how are you honestly going to do that? That niche literally represents the number of positions that you can fill easy immediately. And there should be an and in between those. Okay. The number of positions you can fill easily and immediately. I have both words kind of rolling through my head. So if, when you say, do I start with one, you want to think like, if it's going to be customer service, you don't want to say like, I'm going to fill customer service and administrative assistance and such and such, because you literally have to build relationships and networks of those people. So you got to put yourself in a position where you're building a tribe around your niche recruitment and staffing agency, because that's what the big guys cannot do. Okay. They don't have the time, nor they have, they have the bandwidth, but they are very much, you got to understand, the larger agencies are literally still living in an old school mentality around recruiting and staffing, right? So this is where you have the opportunity to come in and really shake up the industry, all right? And how you do that, everything today is about building a tribe. And when you start talking, that's what that niche is. That niche is building a tribe. So if you have a tribe of RNs or a tribe of customer service reps that's constantly growing, you're going to beat out the large agencies in a heartbeat, because while they're still looking, you can just go dive right into your tribe and get your positions filled very quickly. That's the idea behind having your very own niche recruitment and staffing agency. You're not going to miss out on anything. A lot of people say, well, if I only focus on one position, then I'm going to miss out on all these other opportunities. That's hogwash. Okay, because if you go in right now and you type in one position title on Google, or one position title on Indeed or Monster or Career Builder, and look at the job openings, if you see more than 500 jobs, you're not going to be able to fill 500 jobs in 1 year by yourself anyway. Imagine if the job had 10,000 openings, 50,000 job openings are posted out there. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you only take a percentage of those. we're a brand new staff agency on the contract side, we have 1 to 5 people consistently building their career. So 5 posted online, that doesn't even include not posting online. Look at all the opportunity that you have, right? So that's what the niche recruitment and staffing agency is about. Focusing on a specific niche, dominating that niche by creating a tribe, right, around that niche. And now you become the go-to person for placing those types of positions. Does that make sense? Every staffingpreneur should be thinking along the lines of tribes. How do I build a tribe? And those are some of the things that we talk about within Staffingpreneurs Academy. We're actually going to do a whole training session. We did one on there about building a tribe, but we're actually going to go do a whole new one on there about building your tribe, because if you, it doesn't make sense for you to do the same thing that the large agencies are doing. What makes you beneficial, right? This is how you compete in a competitive environment. You separate yourself by niching out. You find your niche. You find your niche. And that's not just with recruitment and staffing. That's with anything that you do. Although today we're talking about recruitment and staffing. Okay? Did I answer your question, Miss Alston? I hope I answered your question. That's what the niche recruitment and staffing agency is about. So I am here. I'm going to end this call if we don't have any more questions coming through. But I just want to remind you guys that training for starting and growing your very own niche recruitment staffing agency business is available on staffingpreneursacademy.com. We actually have a 30-day challenge going on right now that's absolutely phenomenal. We have about 60 people, I want to say, involved with the 30-day Blitz Challenge, all growing, planting seeds, growing their niche recruitment and staffing agency businesses. We'll have another one in July, which gives you an opportunity. If you're thinking in your mind, D, I don't know if I want to join the academy yet because I haven't chosen a niche, that's the wrong way to think. You want to get into the academy so that you can get help with figuring out what your niche is going to be and moving every step of the way. The last thing you want to do is try to figure it out on your own when you have an opportunity to join a community of people who have already done it and who are currently doing it and can give you feedback and assist you along the way. Plus you have the training and the coaching in there to assist you with making those choices and decisions. So very imperative that if you're going to start this business, that you plan initially and get the support that you need up front. Don't waste your time and energy trying to figure things out on your own. Again, when you have a community of staffingpreneurs that have either done it or that are doing it. And we have staffingpreneurs that are in the academy who are making $0 a year. We have staffingpreneurs in the academy that are making all the way up to $10 million a year in their niche recruitment and staffing agency businesses. It spans all the way out. Next month, we are launching our Elite Staffingpreneurs Club, which are for the $1 million billers and over, okay? Where we're really diving into some serious training and so forth. So this is big. This is not small. This is a big deal, all right? And that's what the academy does for you. If you just want to get involved with the community, you don't want the training you already set up, again, go to staffinginnercircle.com and I'll put the link in below so that you can get involved with that. Also, I can't even pull it. I also wanted to let you know, if I got books everywhere. Hold on one second. Okay. We also, if you want, we have a manual. I don't know if, can you see that without the glare here? This manual is huge. If you can see how thick it is. It is on a recruitmentstore.com in a digital format. And you can get that and then just kind of print it out. If you become a one-on-one, you can actually get the full manual. But it's got little tabs if you have the opportunity to get that one. And step-by-step information, tons of information in here to help you start, grow, and maintain your very own niche recruitment and staffing agency business. And I'll put that link under the video below as well. So lots of resources for you. If you're looking to start, grow, and maintain your very own niche recruitment and staffing agency business. My name is Dee Williams. I'm here every Wednesday night at 9:00 p.m. Eastern to talk to you about and to answer your questions about starting, growing, and maintaining your very own niche recruitment and staffing agency business. If you found this video to be helpful, do me a favor and thumbs up. If you know someone who you think it may be beneficial for, or if you just want to just share with someone else, do me a favor and share this video, because I really want to impact the world in a larger way. And what better way to impact the world is through recruitment and staffing. Everybody wants either a business or a job, right? And we have 5.7, I think it said, million job openings right now. Don't you guys want a piece of that pie? And not just for the financial benefit. Let's take it a step further, but don't want a piece of that pie to leave a legacy for your children. You know, leave a legacy for your family, for your community. Don't you want a piece of that pie so that when you wake up in the morning, you don't have to worry about how you're going to pay your next, bill, right? You don't want to worry about like, oh my gosh, how am I going to pay my bills? Who wants to do that? It provides freedom. So outside of just the money, it provides freedom. Then when you walk down the street, or when you're at your, your family reunion, don't you want to walk in fly and being able to, hey, drinks on me, or, you get a car, you get a car, like Oprah did. Like, it's just a level of freedom that you have when you're running your very own business. And this business allows you to have that level of freedom. So it goes far and beyond. And you guys know I'm passionate about it. I guess you can feel my passion. I hope you can feel my passion, because it has definitely impacted my life over time. I've definitely been an employee. I have been an employer. Yes, I ran my own 7-figure niche recruitment and staffing agency business. I still have a staffing agency business at this moment, so it's doable. It's very, very doable. And you guys can go to my website at identifiesconsulting.com if you want to check me out even further. You can also go to my website at dee-williams.com if you want to check me out further as well. I show individuals just like you how to start, grow, and maintain your very own niche recruitment and staffing agency business. Subscribe to my channel when you get a chance so that you can get updates. Push that little button so you can get updates. I've got another question before I hang up. Before I go, I'm going to get this other question in. The question was, how much cash should you have to start to fund payroll for your temp workers? Are there companies that finance that? If so, what are their underwriting requirements? Well, again, that depends on your niche. Okay, that depends on your niche. So let me ask you the question, what's your niche? Because that answer, I can't answer that. It just depends on your niche. Some niches you need a lot of money. Some niches you don't need much. Yes, there are funding companies out there to support you. But again, they're different depending on your niche, on your specific niche, right? So it's a little bit harder to get funding for the healthcare space than it is for technology. Technology is very easy to get funding, and there are no underwriting requirements, okay? Just for you to be there. If you come through Staffingpreneurs, definitely if you come through Staffingpreneurs Academy, because we have great partners on the IT side that can fund all your workers. And do me a favor, especially if you're in the tech space, don't call them temp workers, okay? Not temp workers. People don't like to be called temps. They like to be called contractors. Yeah, that's exactly right. So it really depends on that workman's comp code. I'm not sure if this is male or female because I didn't get a name, but semiconductors like Intel or Nvidia, I'm familiar with Intel, but not Nvidia. That's kind of like hardware. It's like IT hardware. Is that correct? It's like hardware, computer hardware. I think it is. I'm almost sure if we're talking Intel. And so you would not, there's not any harm, the workman's comp code would be, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I understand. So that business, you can start very inexpensively, really. I mean, if you're going to do everything on your own, like build your own website and all that stuff, you could really start it for as low as $500 if you're going to do everything on your own. I like to at least tell people to invest $1,000, $2,000. But for payroll, for what you're doing, you wouldn't even need to worry about that. I have a company right now that would cover your payroll like now for your workers, for your contractors. And again, don't call them temps, please. They do not like that. Okay. I hope that answered your question. The name that comes up on there is AHA. So, okay, good. So I don't know. All right. So I'll be back next Wednesday at 9 p.m. to answer your questions. I absolutely love you guys. I hope you're having an absolutely amazing week. If you're thinking about starting this business, look into, I have tons, Harlan. It's nice to meet you, Harlan. Thanks for being here. I have tons of training videos here on YouTube that can help you. That's just the starting point of the training. I don't even share 1/3 of my knowledge on YouTube. Lots of my knowledge, maybe about 50% of my knowledge, a little bit more, is shared on Staffingpreneurs Academy. And then when you start working with me one-on-one, you get so much more. So just to let you know, I also have a book coming out, The Niche Solution, that'll be launched at the beginning of next month. When you get a chance, keep an eye out on there so that you can get your copy. You'll be able to pre-order in a week or so the book. And so get your copy of The Niche Solution. I'm going to share just about 100% of my mind, probably about 90% of my mind. It will be one of the most thorough books you'll find on the market about starting, growing, and maintaining your very own niche recruitment and staffing agency business. Anytime, Christopher. AJ says, are there any staffingpreneurs that are in $1 million space to be willing to invest in a newpreneur? Everybody in the Staffingpreneurs Academy are investing in themselves. They're in that academy to grow themselves, okay? So I can put the question out, but most of them are in there. It's a training community. It's not an investment community. It's a training community. They're looking to grow their business and take their business to the next level. So you've got to come in and invest in yourself, right? And if you're looking and you've got to also, now, if you already have your own staffing business and it's already making money, I do have companies that are willing, that investors that are always looking to buy staffing agencies, but you've got to be set up and your model has to be scalable. People don't invest unless you already have something and it's scalable. Okay. AJ, does that make sense? Okay. They're not investing in your idea. They're investing in what you already have, at least in our market and in my community, at least. Oh, thank you. Anka said, I've trained my team of 18 recruiters by showing your videos. I'm a big fan. That you definitely want to look into getting your recruiters into Staffingpreneurs Academy. Now, listen, and we have another training that's specific to newbies, for new recruiters, rookies. We have a rookie recruiter training. It's like 35 videos on the whole process of recruiting from start to finish. And it's not entrepreneur focused. It's specifically for the staff. So if that's something that you're interested in, I'll put the link under the video as well. We also have one for rookies that want to learn how to do sales and business development. And so that's also there for you as well, if that's something that you're interested in for your staff. So we have training for entrepreneurs, for staffingpreneurs, and then their staff as well that we provide, so that as you're continuing to grow your business, you'll be able to train your staff as well. But I'm so thankful. I hear all the time people tell me that their companies are using my videos for training, and I find that to be, I'm humbled, but amazing, because I don't even share all of my knowledge on YouTube. So imagine what you'll get when you either purchase the book or when you become a member of Staffingpreneurs Academy. So I love you guys. I don't want to talk you to death. I just want to y'all know I'm just like super excited. I'm always amped up about recruitment and staffing. And I want you guys to be amped up about recruitment and staffing. So I'll see you guys next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Feel free again to join the Academy so you can get in all the activity and the action is taking place. I love you guys. My name is Dee Williams. Please have an absolutely amazing night. Bye. Thank you. I love you more. Mwah. Thank you so much.